Hi folks, welcome back to Visits with Soxy Nana Alice. I'm Alice, your yarn host today, and I'd love to welcome you around in the crafting gazebo this evening. It is 7 o'clock on Monday, August 18th, and I'm going to post this. Hopefully it gets posted for Tuesday morning. And this is a podcast from Soxy Nana Alice. Pour yourself a little something from a little orange teapot. But tonight we have Royal Red on tap. It's a Canadian wine blend out of Kelowna, BC. It's very inexpensive and it's perfect for out here at the trailer. You don't need anything fancy out here. Cheers. It's a medium dry red, but I find it quite sweet. It's a blend and it's very good and it's very inexpensive. I think for 4 liters, 4-liter jug, plastic jug, you can pick it up for 20 bucks. Good on ya. Pour yourself some tea or some coffee. It's late, so I'm not going to be pouring myself any coffee. I might have a cup of tea later on. But for now, we're going with a little bit of Royal Red. Thank you to all my returning subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for coming back. I usually have this podcast going in the city, but I'm spending all of August in the lovely Pinawa Manitoba forest at my trailer with Chewy, my puppy, Chewy. Can you see him over there? I think you can see him. Oh, he's a good boy. Want to come up and say hi to your people? Come on up. Oh, are you coming up? Hey, there's Chewy. Say hi, everybody. Oh, he's such a good boy. He's been for 2 big walks today. And yes, I got some footage of him this morning. Okay, jump down. Go lay on your bed. But I thought I said before that I owe you guys a video, a podcast. I haven't done one for August yet, so I'm going to catch you up on all the knitting that I have out here. No crocheting. Haven't gotten any stitching done, but just some knitting. And and at the end, I will have beautiful video, like I'm a big fancy videoer. But my kids and my family came out for the weekend to visit and enjoy Walter's birthday. I made him a cake. You would have saw that last week. I made it in the trailer, and it turned out really good. We had a really good day. My grandson ended up staying for Saturday night and Sunday, and he went home this morning with Walter. And it was great having him out here. He played some Romoli with us, and with the neighbors over here on this side over here. We played some Romoli, we played some Queens, and then they head home. And he's a good kid. You know what? He made the bed, he cleans up, he sweeps up. He made us Kraft Dinner and wieners yesterday for lunch. But yeah, I really, really enjoy his company. And my granddaughter's company when she can get out as well. She's a little bit older, so she's busy working, and they're both going to university this year. So yes, I am feeling old. My grandchildren are adults now. Okay, so this is a regular podcast. If you haven't been here before, I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you find it good enough to hit the subscribe and the like and the bell so you catch every moment of my wonderful journey in crafting and love for fiber out here in Pinawa, Manitoba. Yeah, so we've been out here this is our 6th summer now. And I don't usually do the podcast from here. I usually just do Second Cup Diaries and do lots of walking around with Chewy, and we get to see the deer. Oh, I do have a little bit of footage and some pictures this afternoon after everything had quieted down and all the people were gone that have to work and stuff out of the park. I got a picture of the big guy. And I think I'm naming him Handsome because he's just that. He's a beautiful 5-point buck, and his name is gotta be Handsome. Anyways, I will show you the stuff I've been working on. Finished objects. We always start with finished objects, right? Well, I've got a half finished, I think. Oh, Walter's socks. Oh, I do have a finished object. Ow, caught my ring. Where is my... Okay, I did have it here, you guys. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Quite a big close-up. I have a bag. A tote bag that I made, a project bag, out of some leftover acrylic yarn, some stash acrylic yarn that I got from Diane from My Pink Bathtub. You guys go on over to her channel. She's still doing videos all summer. She's knitting the most beautiful mittens, and you got to check them out. She also has patterns on Ravelry, so go over and check those out as well. So I've got a bag that I finished out of a bunch of acrylics. So what I did was I held 2 bulky weight acrylics together. I used a big crochet hook. I'm not sure what size. It was like a 6, I guess. Yeah, and I went around and round on the bottom. I started with a magic circle, an invisible circle there. Went around, single crochet, and then I did 1 row where I just did it in one side of the loop. So it started to go up, and I changed color here once or twice, and then I continued up single crochet, and I just go round and round. I don't care, like, wherever the starting is. Sometimes it doesn't stay straight. But you know what? I don't boast to be a master crocheter or any good at crocheting. Basically, I just make blankets. I didn't make this blanket. Oh, you guys, this blanket here, Walter's aunt made it for him for his wedding with his previous wife, and I kind of inherited it out here. It's beautiful. I don't know what it's called. It's gorgeous. It's crochet. And the other one that's over in the other chair, it's a granny square blanket. You guys all ask about it. You'll see it in my past videos, of course. That blanket is actually all the leftovers, all the scraps from my daughter Cheryl and I over the about 5 years worth of scraps. And then she crocheted all the granny squares. And when she was in her apartment, when she was maybe 24, 25, I guess, I went over and we sat and sewed them all together. And there's lots of memories in that blanket. But in this one, I've got a hoe. I do have one of Walter's socks done. I'll grab my big, excuse me. I will grab my big sock blocker. And this one, actually, I put it on upside down. I put it on the leg for the foot because he has such a big foot. He's a 13 wide, 13 plus wide. Look at the size of that sucker, hey? Now, is that not a big sock? So yeah, this is a Barocco sock yarn that I pulled for August for the Sox-a-Long 2025 that Diane from My Pink Bathtub and I are running over on Ravelry only, guys. If you need to send in pictures, send them over to Diane at mypinkbathtub@gmail.com. So I got one done, and I just finally started the cuff of the second one. So these are going to be pretty massive big. I use these little bulb stitch markers all the way along, and I put them every 5 pattern sets. So the pattern, this is the simple Skype, and I do about 14 rows of rib, 2x2 rib. Then I start the pattern. I don't do the purl row because I really like the way it fades into the pattern on these. And I did a shadow wrap hill by Earth Tone Girl. Earth Tone's Girl, though, she got a book out, I saw. Cool. Sorry if I'm really bright, but it's the lighting in here. It's getting dark. And I did a regular wedge toe that Walter likes. And I did these on a 2.5 millimeter needle and a 72 stitches. So this is a full sock for him with the high enough foot, not a shorty. And I will be putting these, when they're finished, into the Sox-a-Long 2025. You guys, have you got your socks all in there? I couldn't believe it the other day I went in. The amount of beautiful socks that are all ready for August. Holy macaroni. And yes, you can put in your shorties this month. But starting in September, you got to go back to full-length socks. They got to have like somewhere around 5 inches of cuff. If you're going to do shorties, put in 2 pair. If you're going to do kid socks, please put in 2 pair and per entry. And yeah, we'll be drawing for the end of the month. We'll be drawing a prize every month. Okay, we have a pattern prize for the chatter thread. So go on over and check out the chatter thread. And we have a physical prize for FOs. You can enter as many times as you like, as long as you got FOs. We don't care about whips. We don't care about patterns or color work. Oh, I did a boo-boo there. Oh, I skipped a stitch. Oh, well. As long as I didn't drop a stitch, I'm happy. So, yeah, so go on and join on in. All the details are below. for all of the links where you can find me, and the Ravelry thread for the sox-a-long, as well as to my Ravelry pages. Good wine, guys. Okay, so that is in this bag. Oh, I think I should put the sock back in the bag. I don't have any more socks on the needles, guys, but I am going to show you, because I know lots of you that have been following me for a while, you know I do this. I do cardboard templates for my lovest's feet, and this is a beautiful size 13. I have the boot socks, the Prairie Vamp boot sock recipe written up here, the pattern written up here, and it tells me that's a worsted weight, and I use those for Briggs and Little. But this is not a Briggs and Little. This is Barocco sock yarn. And Diane and I are pulling a sock yarn. I wrap mine up, and so does Diane. I think I've got 3 or 4 more months. I've got enough for the end of the till the end of the year, anyways. But yeah, this name of this is Oroco, color number 14103. And just about all of the sock yarn that I've been going through this year is commercial yarn. Okay, that is that. Now, what else have I got in here? Ooh, this is a special whip. I'm going to show you this special whip in a minute. We're on whips from Be Bad. Knit fast and dye warm. Be Bad. From the Bad Anna's yarn store, Bad Rabbit Fiber Arts, and I believe she's in BC. I got this from Bev, my girlfriend Bev, who lives in Winnipeg. She's my knitty buddy. But we'll get to that in a second. Okay, what else have I been working on? Out here, I've been working on my Halloween stocking. Now this is too cool. I showed you this in my my update, not my update, sorry, my second cup diary. I'm working on this, and I will put a picture up here. I'm going to hopefully get this all edited and uploaded tonight, guys. It's going to be a big file, so it might take a while. Of course, you won't care. You'll see it or you don't, right? Anyways, I'm working on these. This one is the 2.75 millimeter needle. I'm using my Knit Pros here. And it's a beautiful colorwork pattern. Both sides are different. I know at first I thought they were supposed to be the same, but they're not. They're not exactly the same. It's 2 different birds, and check out this tree. You guys, isn't that cool? So this pattern is by Mona Zahil from Bunny Muff Designs on Ravelry. Check out my Ravelry page. You'll find the project page for it. And I've done a ton of her patterns. I absolutely love her patterns. She was my first mystery knit along. And yeah, I've made just about all of her benevolent mitts pattern. And a beautiful cowl pattern. I've got the most beautiful blanket and pillow pattern called I don't know, they're bees and rabbits on all color work, you guys. You know me, I love a color work pattern. So yeah, so that's going to be for Walter for Christmas. He doesn't have a stocking, so I'm going to give him the Halloween stocking. So, and this wool I am using, my ring. Laura found me a beautiful ring. Check that out. It's a treble clef. Can you see it? Get my hand face out of the way. It's a treble clef. It's really cool, and it's very large, so it fits my chubby fingers. So I'm using Maria's wool. If you've been around, Maria's wool is wool from the Tundra Company in the 80s that went out of business. And Maria is one of the ladies who brings in wool to our knit club called the Norwood Naughty Knitters in Winnipeg here. And she brings in this beautiful wool that she pulls off of cones. So it's from a knitting machines. And yeah, she's got it on cones. And she cakes up about 50 grams and sells it to us for like a couple bucks, $1 a ball, depending on what she's got or what kind of fabric it is. And I've got a whole bunch of this wool, and I'm making mittens and muffetees, and I'm making sweaters. I made the H sweater out of it last year. Amazing pattern again by Beatrice Macy. But yeah, I'm using that Maria's wool for that. And I've got lots more. I'm going to be working back on my smoke show vest, and that's Maria's wool as well. Okay, so that's whip number 2. And I have been working on, okay, I lost it. I did start a muscle burra. I have 2 muscle burras that I started. This one is Stormy Seas, and this is a KFI collection organic merino wool blend, and I got this from Bev as well. She gave me this out of her stash. She was unloading it, and it is knitting up a perfect, here I'm just going to hold this up like this and go like this. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I like this wool. It's not really turning out as, it's not doing here. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, how's that? No, no. Hang on. There, how's that? It's grays. Little different lighting there. It's grays and black, going through to black in a stripe. It's a self-striping yarn. This is going to be a muscle burra. I really do like the way that this cast on is and the increases. Increases make it much smoother. This is a make one right, make one left. And the muscle burro is by Ysolda Teague, and it is a pattern that just about everybody has made. I've made multiple ones for my family, tons of them actually. I think this is like number 10 or 11. I've made them for gifts. And I have another one. And this one my grandson actually confiscated. I'm going to turn this down. Sorry. Come on. Fix you. Now, there we go. There, that's better. Okay, I'm going to put you down like that. There we go, so it's not quite shining in my eyes anyways. I am doing one in another of stash yarns from Bev. Thank you, Bev. This is One Ball Makes a Pair by Saucky's Lion brand, and this is in the colorway Toffee. And that's pretty true to color. It's browns and orange, burnt orange, and a kind of a rusty color, as well as a gold. And it's working up really nice. Beautiful, beautiful muscle burra, and it's moving pretty quick. You know what? The actual meditation of these muscle burra hats are wonderful. I absolutely love these for car knitting, and you can turn it into its own ball sack. So as you're knitting, you can go ahead and knit as you go with the wool right inside. Yep. So this is, I think this might have been a self-striping yarn as well. I think it does show, but it's pooling on either side. Does it show? I think it shows on there. That shows in a red color, and it is showing in a red, more of a red color, and this is definitely in the army colors, the army khaki green colors and browns, not green, but browns and kind of a sandy color. So yeah, so Gabe really likes that color, so I'm going to make that one up for him for Christmas. Be one of those little things he can open during Christmas time. Okay, so what else have I been working on? I have been working on my big project for out here. You will recall that I actually ripped back all of my Weekender Light by Andrea Mowry. I made that sweater many years ago. I'm going to say 4, maybe 5 years ago, from Barocco Heather, Barocco Sock Yarn, or Barocco Light. And I really did like the sweater pattern. I had to have it. I had FOMO, honestly, and I knit that whole thing. It's a bottom-up sweater. Took forever. I ended up knitting it inside out because it is got that inside out look to it. Never wore it. I mean, I think maybe I threw it on a couple times. It's got a big boat neck, and I'm definitely not a boat neck kind of person. It seemed to be just, I couldn't get into wearing it at all. I wasn't enjoying it, and lately, since I've been making more sweaters that fit me, kind of not quite as baggy or boxy. I'm not fond of the boxy look or on me, just not. I feel like I have to pull at it or make it fit better. So I ripped it back. I pulled out all of the cast-ons and the cast-offs, and I pulled it all back, and I washed up the wool. First I skeined it, and then I washed it, and then I caked it up. And oh my gosh, it smells like, oh, it smells beautiful. It smells like jasmine eucalyptus. So I skeined it all up, balled it all up, and now I started a ranunculus. Well, if you go onto my Ravelry pages, you'll see I did the ranunculus double. I held 2 strands double, got just about all of the yoke finished, and realized, man, this is thick. I thought, I'm not going to wear it. It's too thick. It's too heavy. If I have a DK weight sweater, it has to be super soft. It can't have any itch factor at all. And this has slight itch factor. So what I thought was, I pulled it all back and I did single. I held it single. And here you go. Now, it's not really the best lighting in here because this is the heather color, which is kind of a heather pink, actually. And I did the short rows in the back. Short rows in the back. I did no short rows in the front. And I did a full body. So I've got a full body all the way down. And then in the back, I did 5 sets of short rows in the back before I did the ribbing. Now this is going to block up much nicer. It's going to look much better once I block it, wash it and block it, or steam it. I only did maybe 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 rows of ribbing for the bottom, 1 by 1 ribbing. I did an Italian sewn by Doff. And now I'm doing the sleeves, and I'm doing them concurrently. I picked them up on 1 set of needles, but it was just too hard to manage the balls, and I thought, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it 1 sleeve at a time. And I'm only doing them on 66, 67 stitches, about that, on a 5mm needle, Chowgu red lace, and it looks pretty skinny, but it actually fits. And then I'm a pusher-upper. I love my sleeves long so that I can cozy, and then I push them up over into my elbows. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's more like a sweatshirt or a long sleeve t-shirt style. But yeah, so that's that. And with the length in the back, it covers my butt. So nice. And yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm almost finished that. And I'm going to have finished all the yarn that I had. I believe at home I might have 1 or 2 balls left, but I have these, one for each sleeve, and that's plenty. Like, I'm sure I'll have leftover because that Weekender light was a big sweater, very large, and this is much smaller sweater. I did lose the ribbing on the bottom because it was a split hem, so I decided I was going to just cut the hem off on the front and the back, and then so I did lose that much of it, but that's okay. I may still end up ripping that back and putting it into my granny stripe blanket that I've got at home. I've been working on a granny stripe blanket off and on when I'm in the city. I leave my projects here, and then when I'm in the city, I work on my granny stripe blanket and my C2C memory blanket, because both of those are just crochet projects that I can work on while I watch TV at home. One's in the fingering weight and one's in fingering weight held double. Okay, so those are all I've been working on there. Now, a special treat. I was asked by Rachel O'Connor, who has put out a new pattern. She has a great Advent pattern out for a long scarf or a long cowl, Mobius cowl. I will link all her information below. And yeah, she asked me if I would like to test knit for her. or test knit or crochet. And this is the knit baby clutch. So what it involves is it's a clutch, and what you do is you have one side is for your diaper and the other side is for your wipes. And you have an opening. Now, do you have another picture here, my dear? So she's got it knitting. I'm doing the knitting one. And then, of course, there's a crochet one. Here's the crochet pattern. This is for the baby clutch crochet pattern. They're pretty close. So essentially, like, it calls for DK weight wool, but I'm doing it in cotton. So I am using, this is my cotton that I have here. Now I'm finished with the knitting needles for the most part at the moment. This is Paint Box, and I'm using cotton DK. And here's the ball band for this. Now that's all I got left from the white. And that's the black. I'm doing it in black and white. Now you got to make a long scarf. You have to follow the pattern. This will be a paid for pattern as far as I know. I don't know, Rachel, you have to correct me if I'm wrong. This is going to be the side with the opening for the wipes. So you start with the contrast, you do a little bit of decreases and increases there for that, and then you do really long. Now, being cotton, you'd think it wouldn't have any give, but it sure does stretch. Now, this is a waffle type pattern. Now, you fold it up. Now, I have to do a 3-needle bind off it calls for in the pattern. I have to look that up, you guys. I've never done, really, honestly, I don't think I've ever really done a proper 3-needle bind off. So I am going to look that up on YouTube. And you're going to do something like that. And then when you're done, you're going to fold it. And you're going to make a nice little flap to go over with a buttonhole and put a really nice button on there. And I've got perfect buttons for that because Charlene made me lovely buttons that match, that are ceramic, and they'd be perfect for this little clutch. Now, I don't know if this is big because it's stretching quite a bit, but I have to find a diaper and some wipes to fit in here so that I can show it off. And I really hope I get this done by the end of the month. I think I should. This is really nice. This cotton is beautiful. This Paint Box by Knit Picks, beautiful cotton. It'd make a great top. So yeah, so I have to figure out how to do this. I got to get a YouTube tutorial and do the, I'm not even sure. Rachel, did you put a tutorial on the pattern? Let me see. I'm not going to show you the pattern because it is recommended. Okay, pockets, blah, 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 button closure. No. Okay, so we need to put in a link here, buddy. We'll put in a link for the 3-needle bind off. Maybe you'd like to do a tutorial for us, Rachel. That would be nice. Rachel O'Connor has a wonderful little channel. She's an amazing little new knitwear designer from Tennessee. And yeah, I would love her to do her next podcast. Would be nice. I hope you get it up in time to put out your next pattern. I am going to pause here and look up the pattern. Hang on. Okay, she's the Creative Infinity Scarf. That's Rachel's last year's pattern, and it's perfect for an advent calendar. It's done in DK, but you could do it in fingering held double, and I just might do one this winter for Christmas. Watch this space. So thank you, Rachel, for letting me test your knitted pattern. I might get around to doing the crocheted one, but first I have to learn how to do a 3-needle bind off, and then get a diaper or two and a little container of wipes and put them inside here. A little plastic wipe thing. And I don't know, I think we could use it for lots of different things, not just for diapers and wipes. You can still put wipes in it or Kleenex, what have you, but yeah, it could be something that you could put in your car. Anyways, it's for moms on the go. Thank you very much, Rachel, and that's in this bag. So that's all I have for you, I think, for my whips right now. I did bring out my, sorry for the crinkles. I did bring out my smoke show. So I do want to get working on this as soon as I get done my ranunculus, which shouldn't take too long. Hopefully by the next time that I have a podcast. This is the smoke. Oh, it's upside down, Alice. I've been drinking wine. Yes, my second glass. Okay, that's the smoke show by Thea Coleman. And I'm doing it in Maria's wool. And I am doing it in this color. It's kind of a beigey color, browny color. There it is, right there. See, it's not bad in here. So yeah, I am working on that. Believe I'm doing a size 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing a size 6. Now, like that. And again, I've got the perfect ceramic buttons for this. I did my own pockets though. I did an opening. I did some cast off and put some stitches on a holder so that I can do a pick up and do a nice little patch pocket, not patch pocket, insert kind of like this, a hidden pocket in there. I'll do a little bit of ribbing like I did on the bottom here. I'll do some ribbing on the top. Beautiful, 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 what do you call this, cable pattern. It'll look much better when I get it home and take actual pictures of it. Yep. So, and I'm using my little sheep stitch markers. So I thought I was ready to go ahead and do armholes, but I'm not. This isn't very long. And I don't think I want it too short. However, I probably will end up wearing this with like jeans or high-waisted pants. But that's a really, really nice vest. And I do want this ready for fall and winter when I'm walking the pup. Yeah. So hopefully I can get a little bit of that done while I'm out here. I am planning on spending all of August out here and going home right after the long weekend. Oops. I have a little lavender pouch that I put in with all of my wool, especially out here, because there's a lot of these little tiny moths. So I put it into a big Ziploc. There's a gallon Ziploc bag with with one of my little patches. So yeah, so that's about it. I've probably been about 20 minutes. Oh, hey Chewy, what's up, buddy? Is it time to watch some more Downton Abbey? I'm on season 5, number 5. Someone's over here, which means he wants to go outside pee-pee, I think. Hey, go outside. So I will share with you some of our walks, some of the deer, some of our tubing adventure this weekend, and lots of pictures of the surroundings out here, if that's okay with you. I should put a timestamp in, so if you guys don't want to, well, mind you, if you're already this far and you're not watching it, you'll just cut it out, right? You'll just stop it and move on to the next one. The next nitty video. Hey, Julie? So, oh, my neighbors are yelling at each other right now, if you caught that, sorry. But, yeah, I think they're going to have a fire. Maybe I'll go over and have a glass of wine with them around the fire. Hey, Chewy? Yes, I love you, Tinky dog. You Tinky breath. Yes, okay. You got to jump down, buddy. Watch out for the wool. There you go. Okay, folks, we will see you tomorrow or the next day for a Second Cup Diary, but this is the podcast. Don't forget, okay, before I go, don't forget, thank you. Don't forget to join into the Sox-a-long 2025. We've already, our prizes for last month were claimed, which is amazingly wonderful. I'm so happy. We've had some beautiful wool and notions and treats that have been gone off to winners all year long so far, and we've got some enough for the rest of the year. Yes, I'm kind of hoping that we will do the Sox-a-long 2025. It might be a little bit different though. unless we get a bunch more donations and people want to send in donations, or if people want to send from their location to winners, then that would be great too. If there's anybody who would like to sponsor us, that would be perfect. And yeah, we will we'll do it next year as well. Take care, and you guys have a great couple of weeks before our next podcast for the Sox-a-Long 2025. I believe it's Diane's turn this time, and over at Diane at My Pink Bathtub, and she will be doing the video. So be sure you're over there and subscribed. Take care. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great rest of your month. And if I see you on the second diaries, we'll see you then. Bye now. Typical Saturday at the Pinawa float. I'm Gabriel. Gabriel, say hello to the people. Sammy?
It's Walter's birthday.
Walter's birthday. Cake.
We should celebrate.
Happy birthday, Walter. Okay, that's good. Yeah,
They were gone.
I was trying to say this.
Yes, I would too.
Yeah, you gotta go there. Oh, I don't want to.
Another beautiful day, Pinawa, Relax Ridge. I'm going to try and do another walking video for you guys, but bear with me if it's a little jumpy. I'm sorry. I am going to do this as a test because they've asked me from my video software to send them a draft of how it looks and then a follow-up of how it looks after I've used their new feature. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I hope you guys enjoy. There we go, buddy. Come on. pretty flowers. I love these ferns. Let's take a look around and see if we can see some deer down in the berm. Any deer down there, guys? No, not today. Oh, you can hear the... Yesterday we had some black-winged hawks. When they're about, we make sure that Chewy's on a leash and with us. Because if he strays off even the slightest, he could get picked up and carried away, eh, Chubby-Doo? Morning, gentlemen. How are you today? I see you're keeping watch. Lovely jubbly. Okay, Chewy, we gotta put your leash on. Come here, buddy. Okay, leash time. I'm coming up into the park. So. Up on the berm, he can run free for a little while. Little sights, eh? Let's go see if our friends are home. Let's see, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Frog. Adore this bicycle. Isn't that gorgeous? Of course, it would look better with real flowers, but out here, the deer would eat them up. So cool.